Author's Notes. This video is my review of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Once and Always, based on the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers by Haim Saban and Shuki Levy and the Super Sentai series Kyoryu Sentai Zyuranger. Directed by Charlie Haskell. Published by Hasbro, Entertainment One, Power Rangers Productions Ltd., Toei Company, and Netflix. Starring Walter Emmanuel Jones, Catherine Sutherland, David Yost, Steve Cardenas, Johnny Young Bosch, Karen Ashley, and introducing Charlie Kirsch as Ming Quan, featuring the voices of Richard Stephen Horwitz as Alpha 9 and Barbara Goodson as Robo Rita Repulsa. Also featuring archival recordings of Austin St. John, Jason David Frank, Amy Jo Johnson, and Tui Trang. Rated TVY7. This review is dedicated to the memory of Tui Trang, Trini Kwan, on the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Goodbye, Trini Kwan. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the Dark Dimension planning my revenge.
Early ago this year, Hasbro released a 55-minute Power Rangers special called Once and Always, as a means of returning to the era of Power Rangers that started it all. How did it turn out? Well, let's take a look. Decades have passed since the teenagers with attitudes have morphed into a worldwide phenomenon. The evil Rita Repulsa is back, born in a new body. And what's worse, she killed the Yellow Ranger Trini Kwan. A year later, the Power Rangers must unite together and bring down Rita once and for all.
We have to tell her the truth, otherwise how's she gonna get closure?
She's a kid. She's a kid, Billy.
Compared to the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and its source material, Kyoryu Sentai Zyuranger, this is a far darker story. Not only do we see one of the legendary Power Rangers die at the hands of Robo Rita, but they stepped it up even further when the story progressed. Even with the silliness that the franchise is known for, they don't hold back with not just the tone of the special, but also the drama surrounding the death of Trini Kwan. Oh boy, eat your heart out, Super Sentai.
She killed Mom. This is personal.
It was obvious from the start that Min Kwan was the star of this special, and there was an obvious reason why. Her mother was killed by Rita, and she wanted revenge against her, even though her surrogate parents advised her not to. She's also far more hot-blooded compared to her late mother, willing to throw herself into danger. It's through this special that Min learns the true meaning of what it takes to be a Power Ranger, to be a hero. And as the late Stan Lee would say, with great power comes great responsibility.
Messing with this place was a big mistake.
It was great to see many of the legendary Power Rangers reunite for this special. Zack, Billy, Rocky, and Kat. But obviously, Zack and Billy got a lot of character development. Zack went through a hard time trying to be a surrogate father to Ming following the death of Trini, trying to show her the right from wrong, and still remembering what happened to his close friend. It's also the bond between the two that shines in this special. Billy felt guilty for what happened to Trini, and in a way, it didn't intend to happen. Sometimes, fate can be a cruel mistress through life itself.
After all these years, I'm free! It's time for revenge!
As Robo Rita, Rita Repulsa was far more monstrous than ever. Her two minions, Robo Minotaur and Robo Snizzard, were even deadlier than before, and far more cunning compared to their original counterparts. Because she lacked a human element in her that became the Mystic Mother in Power Rangers Mystic Force, Rita doesn't hold back. She's not just willing to kill one Power Ranger, she's willing to kill a number of Power Rangers just for the sake of revenge for all she's been through. This is, without a doubt, the most disturbing take on this iconic villain, trouncing even her 2017 counterparts. And having Barbara Goodson reprise her role of Rita Repulsa is just icing on the cake.
Attention all Power Ranger teams. Pandora Protocol initiated.
There are two criticisms that I have about this special. First off, I wish it was split into a number of episodes. Maybe up to 6 to flesh out the rest of the characters, or to bring in even more cameos on how the other Rangers were taken captive by Rita Repulsa. 55 minutes is not enough to tell this tale. Second off, while it was great to see the Dino Megazord back in action, I wish the animation for the giant Megazord fight was similar to the old series. I know there are advancements in tech, especially in CGI, but there's a charm to how those old robot fights play out.
It's Morphin time!
Even despite my criticisms, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Once and Always is a love letter to the fans of the franchise. It brings back much of the original cast for a reunion show and a much darker tone that I wish was longer than 55 minutes. But still, if you haven't seen it yet, and it took me this long to do so, be sure to check it out when you can. It's a more phenomenal experience.
I'm glad the Saber-Tooth Tiger legacy is in great hands.
It's an honor.